But this is what we came up with. We got two brand new bulkheads. Glue and glue. Okay. One's gonna go in. I'm gonna make a little 1-inch nipple on there. So we'll pretend this is the one. And that's what you're gonna see sticking through the tank. This actually is the inlet back in. And this valve is gonna allow me to restrict it. Okay? Rather than the way they originally had it. They originally had this nipple hooked off of here with a bunch of stuff. A rubber hose going down and then this valve. This way we keep it real neat in one shot. The other bulkhead's gonna come down. Okay, right off the bulkhead, we're putting a union. We're probably gonna go down to the correct height. And when we put in there, it's gonna be hard to show. So there's gonna be bulkhead, a union, whatever piece is required, a 90. Lengthen the pipe, 90 pointing down. And this right here with the spout coming down is gonna go right in this nasty looking thing and sit right here. Okay, and this is the overflow from the tank. It goes into here, goes to all those things, it gets pumped back out. And when this is all cleaned out right, there's filter pads, there's rock in there, there's live worms. Oof. There's calcium in there, we got some charcoal, and this is the biological stuff that keeps the tank clean. This is all hidden underneath. It's going to get a basic cleaning, but not a total cleaning. There's no need for it. Let me work on these bulkhead fittings. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to clean that spotless, and then clean the underneath spotless. So these new seals have a place to go. So all you need is a piece of sand, rock, or debris in here, and it'll just leak right by. Okay, I felt no need to clean this tube since I had a new tube. Look at that. Cut it the same size. Forgetting that the new bulkhead, the ridge was 1/4 inch deeper. And since this is just a press fit, no glue, I wanted as much as I can get out of it. So I had to cut the other pipe. And that's what we got with. We stuck with the, well, we had to stick with this, but I stuck with that 90 degree. Only because it's here, and there is a hole drilled in the bottom of it, which I could re-drill. That's not a big deal, but I didn't see a reason to go buy one. And we got that tube in. Both bulkhead fittings in. So, oh, we got the tubes in. Cleaned that one the best I could. That's the return. If you remember, both of these are just pressed in. Takes a little bit of force, but you can get them out. This one I put a 1-inch nipple in there. So either the nipple will come out of the bulkhead or it'll come out of the tube. This one, the pipe is 1 inch. This is the return down to the sump. This is the pressure back up. So, and this box is sealed. And it looks like it comes in through that slit on this door and travels up and then over here. Okay, we're back out here. I gave this a basic cleaning only on the inside, just so I wouldn't be leaning in this skanking salt. There's still some salt on the wall and salt on the back, and I want to really wipe down the inside with I got alcohol, and then obviously vacuum this whole thing out nice, because I guess Saturday I'm going to be painting it. Saturday night. I'm going to have a little time before I go run from here to the camping thing. So Junior's already going to be there. Junior's already debating on me coming, because we've talked about it. If I stay home Saturday night, I could finish this bad boy up. Then he'll be home Sunday around lunch. We could do the tank, and then we'll leave him Monday morning to go away into Tuesday. So at least get the tank up and going or whatever. So I don't know. Basically what I did was, for now, like I said, I cleaned in there. I just emptied the basic muck out of this thing. You talk about something that smells, holy mothers of pearl. But you can still see the line tank was over about an inch further this way, which doesn't matter to me. I want the tank to be able to fit through the door. And that's basically what the stand is designed for. But if I leave the tank on the floor, you gotta lift it up and out. Plus, if anything leaks, like the salt or whatever, I don't see it and it just lays there. And if it gets under the tank, where's it gonna go? It's just gonna cause all sorts of havoc. So what I did is I made a frame. Not painted yet, but this frame is my finger thickness apart. It's exactly 3/4 of an inch off the ground. It's the top half of a 10-gallon fish tank stand that I wasn't using. I never planned on using. We got rid of all 10-gallon tanks. So this bottom is solid and it sits on the floor, but what I am going to do is I am going to put 4 fender washers down there, so it's not sitting on angle line, even though that's what their stand originally sat on. I'd rather have it on circles. So that's what the tank's going to sit on. Now the tank is higher than the door opening by about 1/2 inch. So if the tank needs to be serviced, we can slide it out rather than lift it and slide it out. And I'm going to set it up, like I said, so it's in between the door opening. So now what I'm going to do at this point is I'll go get little guy. I'm trying to keep him out of here while I'm doing plumbing. And then again, he's got other things he's doing. I'm going to get little guy. I'm going to set up this tank. And I want to work on the rest of these tubes so I can break this bad boy down and start sanding it. So there you go, guys. Uncleaned, but there's the protein skimmer. It's a big boy. I think it's rated for 125 gallons. You gotta remember, when you get a protein skimmer, you gotta add the tank and your sump together, which on this case is 65 gallons. And you know, if it says it goes up to 65 gallons, you know you're borderline depending on, you know, how many fish and whatnot are in there. But like I said, this all has to come back apart and clean. I'm going to clean it. And this is it. There's an electric pump inside, and it pumps up here. At the same time, you're injecting air. I'm changing this hose. This hose is stiff as can be. You're going to inject air from the air pump in there. And it comes in here. This fills up with water. It comes in here, and it's like an air stone. So this thing comes like, looks like a science experiment. It becomes all like bubbles and foam, and it comes up here. You regulate it, you know, to what you need, and all the protein / poop gets skimmed off, and this becomes full of muck. Okay, and then like every week or 2 weeks, depending on, you know, how cycled the tank is and whatnot, you just turn the knob off, lift the cup off, dump it, put the cup back on, turn the knob on. So you do that right through the front. Got plenty of room from here to the top to get it off. That was another reason I couldn't lift the tank up too high. This is the area I'm definitely going to put a drip pan under. So, because whenever you have water in any kind of object, there's a chance it could run down it. So I'd like to get a drip pan for in here. And if I got to make it out of foil, you know, take a regular roasting pan and modify it to fit it. So that's another reason why I'm out here and I'm working in the back of this thing. Then the only thing left in here, besides filling this back up with all the meteor and rock and stuff like that, is going to be the actual pump that sits in here. That's going to hook up to here. But this thing misses it by not that much, so that's more than good. And I could actually loosen the top union and swing this thing forward if I had to another 1/2 inch, but it's not touching it. So, and there's the way the setup sat before. So if it worked for him for 5 years, it's going to work for me. So this tank will be up and going out here on the stand with fresh water in it. We'll let it run, make sure no leaks. Then the tank will be taken down and brought in. Like I said, after I get this all done, we're breaking it down and painting it. So we're definitely getting there. I'm slowly finding the pieces. Everything is in bags. I got so many bags, you guys can't even imagine how many bags I got. So